Ming La Ba, YouTube. Right then, said something else I thought I should mention. I've realised that I've been dropping too many big truths in terms of, not big truths, but a lot of people just won't be able to comprehend what I'm saying, and it'll turn them off and they won't follow. So if you are grasping what I'm saying, well, these videos are for you basically. A lot of people in my position advocate treading lightly, yeah, slowly catch your monkey. Don't tell everybody everything right away, you know, body punches, boom, drip feed it in. But it's not really me, that. It's not really me. So I'll tell you what, I'll tell you something else. I will just keep putting some information out there, stuff that I've learned. If it resonates with you, you can take it. If it doesn't resonate with you, maybe in the future it will, and then you can come back. Right. Now this one is about why there are poor people and homeless people. Okay. Now this is a touchy subject really, but whenever you see somebody who's homeless, or you know, they don't have a lot of money and they're living in what we'll say is the opposite of abundance, which is poverty, don't feel don't ever blame that person for the position that they found themselves in. And here's the reason why. Because poverty is manufactured by the system. Okay, you can't have this system we've got without having poor people. It's just a mathematical fact. And I'll explain just a little bit more about that. But if you see somebody who's hard up, don't be thinking, oh, it's you know, you're lazy, or you haven't tried hard enough, or you got unlucky. It's not the case at all. It's just the system mathematically has to have poor people, and it's also beneficial to the system to have people who not only, I mean, if they've got the poor people there, then they've always got a pool of willing workers. Yeah, you know, if everybody had an abundance, then you wouldn't be able to get people to work in McDonald's for £3 an hour or whatever it is these days. I know minimum wage is more than that, but by the time you've taken taxes off, it's it's, you know, it's like the price of a pint per hour. It's slavery. Now, check this out. Slavery was abolished. Sorry. But they've just changed it. They've just changed it to economic slavery. Yeah. It's like the money system. We've all got to fight. Do what we can do. Rush. Earn money. Cheat our fellow man or woman or whatever. That's how it's designed. It's not broken. It was designed that way. And that just, on so many different levels, it works in their favour, because it keeps us all too busy to question stuff. Number two, you've got an underclass of poor people that other people can see and go, I don't want to be like that, I better work. So what does everyone do? They go work, like bastards, and all the life is just working. You know, I've done it. I've worked 60-hour weeks for over a decade. They were horrible. I thought I was having a good time as well, because I thought I was earning good money. Shit, in hindsight. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. So yeah, there's all these different levels that it works on, and it's designed that way. Okay, money's made up. It's completely fictitious. They can print it out of thin air. They've got unlimited money, and they constrict the flow of credit create manufactured poverty. It's that simple. They can, when they want to boom, they'll increase the flow of credit, so that everyone's in like, yeah, it's party time. Yeah, this will never end. Ooh, let's buy this, let's buy that, let's get into debt with this. Everyone gets into debt, and then after a few years, they constrict the credit again, and all the people who are not clever enough at the bottom, or not wise enough, or just unlucky enough, then bam, gets them. So then the banks get all the property again. Yeah, the houses are just sat there all the time. The ownership. Yeah, you never really get to own your house. That's another whole video on its own. Even when you think you own your house, you don't own your house. Your name owns your house. So what the banks will do, they'll increase credit. Everyone goes out and borrows. Then they restrict credit, and people default. And then the bank take the actual asset, which is the house, and they flog it. They flog it cheap as well, because the main purpose for them, it's not about money, because they've got as much as they want. They've got as much as they want, but they'll sell it to their underlings cheap so they can make more money, keep them happy. The main reason for it is just to keep people down, keep people poor, for the reasons that I said. Now, I need to talk to you about usury, interest on loaning out money. Alright. Now then, you won't believe me at first what I'm going to say, but usury is and should be illegal and unlawful. Making money just from the fact of having money is immoral, and it's a mathematical certainty that whoever's doing the lending over years or over time, it's not even that long, but they will just increase their wealth, whereas the people who do the actual work, they'll get poorer. And this is what's happening. All these people, everybody in this country or around the world, whatever, millions and millions and millions, working day in, day out, all their lives, just to break just about even. And yet the people who don't do any work, rolling in cash, rolling in it. And for that reason, that's why usury was illegal. Jesus, the only other time he got angry was when the moneylenders were in the temple. And that's an allegory saying, look, charging interest is against everything that is right, and it just creates a guaranteed amount of poor people, guaranteed, and all the other things that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, if you can look this up, but Islam, it's illegal to have usury in Islam. Yeah, one of the this is the main reason, or one of the main reasons, apart from that Islam promotes a strong family. Yeah, the people who it's Jews really. It's not Jews. It's Zionists. It's Jews. It's not Jews. All this Islamophobia. Everybody who's out there who's racist against the Muslimic race, fucking thick bastards. That's a program that's been put into people's head, because the government does not want you liking Muslims, because they promote peace. And I'm not Muslim, I'm not religious at all, but the things that they stand for is a strong family and no usury. It's strictly forbidden. Look it up. And it even is in all religions, if you look it up. Now what's happened is that the wrong people have got in charge. You know who I'm talking about. Jews. Fucking Jews. I'm going to get my channel closed down for that, I tell you. But they've come in along and they've gone, oh yeah, no, it's alright. Let's buy out the government and let's make it okay to have, say, I don't know, even if it's 1%, that's wrong. But you've got your mortgages, you borrow 100 grand, you pay back 300 grand. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but you know, if you want to buy an house, you've got to pay for 25 years to have a roof over your head. And that, because we all think that's normal, it's, you know, it's normal, but it ain't normal. The government do everything for us. They get our food for us, they make our clothes for us, they build our houses for us, they teach our kids for us, everything, so that we're reliant on them. Yeah, they own all the land. You can't just go out and build your own house. You sort of can if you know what you're doing. No one gets, you know, you can't just go into, you know, like this field I'm in now. I couldn't just come here and build an house, even though it's empty. It's been empty for hundreds of years. Anyway, I'm digressing again. So usury is wrong, okay, and you'll just guaranteed to have the bottom so many percent, the people who don't ripping off. There's people out there who just don't like ripping other people off, don't like scamming people. I mean, when I was in sales, it was my job to charge as much as I could get away with, and it was like, if you had an old lady who was, this has never happened to me, but as an example, if you had, say, a little old lady who wanted to buy something and you could bamboozle her, they were the easy targets, and this is what's happening. The easy targets pay more. Yeah, and it's always the people who are a bit clever and a bit more ruthless pay less, and then they prey on the others. And it's created a society where everybody's selfish when we should all be helping each other out. If we got rid of money, yeah, commerce is an artificial construct imposed on humanity, and it spoils everything. Okay, now there's ways out of that, but we all have to wake up to the fact first, before we can do anything about it. But it's dead simple. Just got to get people to know. So anyway, I'll try and keep it a bit shorter than this shit. So now I've told you that. I haven't gone into it deep enough, so if you want more information you can put it down below or add your thoughts on it. But now you know that, it's now your duty to not pay government any taxes. Okay, all taxes are off. Alright, I mean, they're using your taxes to bomb children in Gaza. Straight away, no taxes. All bills are gone. Yeah, if it's a bill from a corporation, corporations, by the way, are weaponized, the same as things like McDonald's, weaponized food. They go into an area, they fucking make everybody sick. Yeah, corporations go in there and they take all the money out. Yeah, like a Tesco's goes into a town, all the other little businesses, all the local economy ruined. Tesco, look into who owns Tesco, by the way. Tessa Cohen. Is it a Jewish name? Research that. But they're all Jewish. They're all Jewish. Marks and Spencer's, Sainsbury's, the lot. So that money goes out of the country, out of the economy, and our economy shrinks and theirs gets bigger. It's weaponized. It's weaponized, honestly. They've been doing it to us for a lot of years, and yet we keep working and getting poorer. A great example of that is America. 300 million people paying loads and loads of tax to the IRS, who is it's a private company, is the IRS. Federal Reserve's a private company. All that money then gets taken out of that economy. You know, look how much money they give to Israel each year. Again, look it up. Don't believe me, look it up. So yeah, all debts, you don't have to pay them back. Yeah, they sell those debts on anyway. Go to get out of debt free, learn about the 3-letter system. Don't pay them anymore. Bills. Fuck that off. Let me give an example. If you get a statement, right? If I make a statement like, George Osborne, you owe me 10 quid, he's going to go, show me the proof. show them the proof of the debt. That's all we have to do to them. There is no proof of the debt, because they never lent you anything in the first place. They lend you a debt. It's promissory. It's very, very complicated, but yeah, it's very, very simple. So fines, debts, taxes, all like that, bills, resist them. You don't have to pay them. Obviously, if you're getting a service off some corporation, say for example, like I don't know, Virgin TV or broadband or something like that, and you want to keep it, then you've got to keep paying it. But things like, you can get rid of, I won't go too deep into all that right now, because you can get rid of stuff like water and gas bills and stuff easy. Council tax, easy ways to not pay them. Right, I'll keep this video a bit shorter. I'll make another one later. Peace, guys.